So, this is week 7 of pregnancy number 5. And I just kind of wanted to update you on how I'm feeling, some of the things that I'm kind of going good, like dealing with, and then let you know a little bit about our birth plan, which is so exciting. Um, so, a lot of things to talk about. The first thing is that, so I'm 7 weeks pregnant. Obviously, I just said that with my fifth child, and the patterns that I'm experiencing are reflective of a girl, or at least my experience with the girl. So, my 3 boys, I was sick from morning to night with them. And it wasn't just nausea, it was nausea with vomiting. I was miserable. And I was tiny, especially with my last 2 boys. I was like little bitty, little bitty. Um, with my daughter, however, I was only sick for like the first couple weeks after I found out I was pregnant, and there wasn't much vomiting. It was mostly just nausea, which is pretty much what I'm experiencing right now. So, if I don't eat in the morning or if I don't drink anything in the morning and all I do is just get up, and if I don't take my vitamins, then I'm nauseated, but I'm not throwing up. It's normally whenever I eat that I get sick. And oddly enough, I've never experienced this, but I'm having a lot of night sickness. And so at night, I'm starting to feel pretty queasy and nauseous as well. But so I changed it to just either not taking my vitamins for a couple days, or maybe I'll try them later on in the day. But that definitely does not settle on my stomach. Um, my like I want to crave healthy things. I want to crave salad and fruits and vegetables and chicken, and I don't want any of that. I want McDonald's McChicken and french fries. I want pop. You guys, I don't drink pop. I drink water and coffee. The sound of coffee makes me gag. I haven't had coffee basically since I found out I was pregnant. Um, I have to watch how much water I drink because that'll make me throw up. But I love bagel dogs. Those are amazing. Those are perfect. I got some beef jerky, so we're going to see how that kind of settles and stuff. But I tried to eat a pear. One bite, that sucker went out to the compost bin. I tried to eat pineapple, which is my favorite fruit. It went out. Like, I just can't eat any of the good stuff. So, but I'm paying really close attention to my body, what my body's needing, what my body is telling me to get. And then I'm just trying to do it in really low moderation, especially if it's something not healthy like McDonald's. However, if I'm craving it, I'm craving it for a reason. My body is needing something that it has to offer. And I would rather eat something like McDonald's and let my baby get some nutrients than to starve because nothing's working and both the baby and I get sick. So sometimes during pregnancy, you have to compromise with your normal diet in order to ensure that everybody is healthy. So I'm hoping that that'll slowly pass and then I can start incorporating my healthy, clean eating choices into my diet again. But it is what it is. So that makes me think girl. And there's this old wives' tale that says if you are pregnant with a boy, then you will just be stunning, like gorgeous. You'll have that beautiful pregnancy glow, just be beautiful. And I was always complimented, especially on my last 2 pregnancies, just how, it just was so cute and everything. And I mean, I was little and I was really, I was running, I was working out, I was really taking care of myself. So kind of makes sense. With my daughter, I got huge. Like I got so big. And they say if you're pregnant with a girl, then you kind of look really, really rough, which, hello, would make sense. You're supposed to look really rough when you're pregnant with a girl because all of your beauty is going to your daughter. And I feel rough. I feel very, very rough. I am definitely not at the cute pregnancy stage yet. It is I would like to say lack of sleep, but it's not because it's like all I'm doing. If I'm not working or taking care of the family, I'm sleeping. I'm so extremely exhausted this time, but it's probably because I'm older. It's probably because I work full time and then I'm still mom and wife. So um, I'm busy, but, and then I'm sick. So I'm sick all the time. So there's no point in any of that stuff. There's no point in fixing your hair or putting on makeup or anything else because it's just time spent out of my day that I can't spend standing up because it is miserable. So we'll see. We'll see if it's a boy or a girl, but we are not calling gender. We're trying really hard not to call gender or even make any kind of predictions until the baby is here. So we will see. But I am interested in just based off of my cravings, based off of how I'm feeling and how quickly I'm showing and stuff, if you think it is a boy or if you think it is a girl. So anyway, I will be 38 years old whenever I have this baby, and that is considered geriatric. Are you serious? Yeah, it's considered geriatric. So when you're like 35 and older and you have a pregnancy, it is considered a geriatric pregnancy. Somebody needs to go in and change the vocabulary because that is a very negative connotation and it doesn't make pregnant women feel very well. It doesn't make us feel very good. So somebody needs to go in there and revise that and take that away and call it something else because that's rude, for one. So I'm a little bitter about the fact that it's called geriatric pregnancy, but whatever. I mean, like, at what point did the world decide a woman couldn't have a baby when she's in her 30s or 40s? Like, when did we become a society that decided that the best time to have a baby is in your 20s? I don't understand that. Like, if God's going to bless you with a child, it doesn't matter if you're 19 or you're 38. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's a gift and a blessing from God. So, kind of like shame on us for putting an age range on when we should have children. So, anyway, that's a whole tangent. So, I wanted to get to my birthing plan. There will be so much more to this birthing plan to come, but I wanted to just get to basically the basis of it. Last night, I had my consultation with my midwives. Yes. So I've had 4 children. They've all been natural births, unmedicated births. So I've never had to have an epidural. With my first son, I had a half a dose of Stadol, which just really kind of helps you sleep between contractions. Doesn't take any of the pain away. With my daughter, I had 2 doses of the Stadol. With my third child, I didn't have anything. And then with my 4th child, I didn't have anything either. I got all the way dilated to a 10 and I was completely thinned out, or at least we thought I was completely thinned out, only to find out after I'd been pushing for about 20 minutes, the doctor said something's wrong. We need to check this. And I had a very thin lip on my cervix that had not thinned out yet, and so it was not letting the baby pass through. So they had to give me an intrathecal, which just numbs from the hips down, and it's a lot like an epidural, I guess. I mean, because but there's not a needle in your back. He just put a needle in and injected some medicine, numbing medicine. But they can only give it to women who are like at an 8 or a 9 because it's supposed to wear off within like 2 hours. Mine did not. Mine stayed in my system for a very long time. But as soon as I had that, it was like 5 minutes later, and then I had Silas. So very, very good, healthy pregnancies, very healthy deliveries, all natural deliveries and unmedicated deliveries. So I'm kind of a perfect client for the midwives because they're very cautious whenever it is a female who has never who's always had an epidural or cesarean sections, or things like that. So anyway, so I met with them last night, and I'm really excited. So I have 3 midwives. 2 of them will be with me at my birth in my home. So that's the other exciting part about that, is that we are having a home birth. So it's just, with everything going on right now, with all these mandates, regulations, everything that's going on. I don't have to comply to a lot of that stuff. And so I'm going to have my baby at home. And the word I keep using is magical. I think it's just going to be very magical and beautiful. My husband and myself have both done a great deal of research on this. It actually says that women who have a home birth are less likely to have a C-section. Women who have a home birth are less likely to need any kind of pain medication or pain intervention. And you can get up and you can move around. You can eat whatever you want to eat. You can lay in your bathtub if you want, to take a bath. You can deliver in any position that you want. And one of the biggest struggles for me whenever I had my hospital births was I really wanted to lay on my side. And the doctors would never let me lay on my side because the heartbeat monitor would slip and they would lose the baby's heartbeat. Well, with the midwifery, I don't have to do that. I get to lay on my side if I want to lay on my side. I deliver on my side if I want to deliver on my side. So we're all very excited. My family will be here. My kids will be in the home. They won't be in the room whenever I deliver, but they're going to be here in the home. I can have the baby, and then I don't have to worry about somebody coming in every 30 minutes to check vitals. I don't have to worry about waiting for discharge papers to leave. I don't have to worry about any of that. I'm already going to be in my own bed. So I think this is one of the most peaceful ways to bring a baby into the world, and one of the most natural ways to bring a baby into the world. It's amazing the places that these midwives have delivered children. It's a natural process. It's supposed to be something so beautiful and so natural, and society tends to treat it. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and society tends to treat it like it's some emergency, or it's some disease, or it's something that's oh my gosh, we got to fix this. It's not to be fixed. It's not a problem. It is a natural thing that happens, and it's a natural process. Your body's made to do it. So there are a lot of women who already have this mindset of, I can't do that. I can't. I just can't do that. But your body is literally made to do it. You just have to get it in your mind that you are capable of doing it. I'm not against epidurals. I'm not against hospitals or anything like that. But I do believe that every woman, if they have the opportunity, should just try a natural birth with no medication at least just once. Because as painful, obviously, as it is, there's something so magical about feeling your body do what it has to do to bring a child into the world. It's one of the greatest, most satisfying feelings in the world. So we are thrilled that this is the choice we've made, and no regrets for the other 4, but I do kind of go, oh, I wish I would have known we were able to do that with them. But it's okay. They're all here, and they're healthy, and they're wonderful, and there are blessings, and we're just going to do this one a little bit different. So I'm sure some people are going to think I'm crazy. Most people already think I'm kind of leaning into the hippie life just because I forage and, use oils and things like that. And now I'm having a home birth with a midwife. And by the way, as an English teacher, it's weird to me because I feel like it should be midwifery, but in all actuality, the way you are supposed to pronounce it is midwifery. I don't know. I don't get it, but that's okay. So, just in case you're wondering, the correct way to pronounce that is midwifery. I would change that, but that's okay. So, anyway, I'm hoping that by sharing my story, because I'm going to be very raw, I'm going to be very vulnerable. I'm hoping that by sharing my story and sharing my journey, that if there's just one woman out there who is contemplating a natural birth, who is contemplating a home birth, who is questioning the ability to do what needs to be done, or just needs encouragement, I'm hoping that my journey and my story will be something that can inspire, that can encourage, that can support. I've watched countless home birth stories since finding out I was pregnant. And I've read countless little articles about midwives and things, and more natural remedies and stuff for labor and delivery. And I'm always looking for more. Like, I'm always looking for things like this. Like, somebody's going to sit and tell me their story. I love that. So I'm hoping that this reaches somebody who is out there doing research and they're just like, I just want to know that somebody else is going through this too. Or I just want to know that this is something that is possible. So that's why I want to share my story. And, hopefully it reaches somebody who could use it. Anyway, so that's all I have. I will keep you updated. We will have another appointment in like 3 or 4 weeks. I'm supposed to go back whenever I'm anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks, so I've got to set up that appointment. At that time, we can hear the baby's heartbeat, make sure there's just one in there, which I'm pretty sure there is. But you always have that fear. So I'm just really excited and just really feel very blessed and honored that God said, hey, why don't you do this again?